So I was sitting in my office, busily typing away, looking over the expenses, checking out what the scouts have been up to, when suddenly I received an email. An important email. All credit goes to Banter118. Now you guys have contacted me via Twitter, PMs, comments asking about the glitches within FIFA. I've tried my best to find out information. I've found some links and I've sent links to yourselves. But Banter came up with some fantastic information. So all credit goes to Banter. I will put this also in the description just in case you don't catch what I'm saying because I'm the West Ham manager. Come on. So basically it says, recently after researching, I found that mostly these glitches only occur if you choose download latest on the squad selection. I believe you wouldn't have done this for your West Ham career, however not sure on your Arsenal. Just thought I'd let you know, mate. Thank you ever so much. I'm not quite sure what the last part is about West Ham career and Arsenal career. I have no idea. I'm the manager of West Ham. I have no idea. But I appreciate it. Banter118, you're an absolute legend, an absolute star. Hopefully that will help you guys. Please let us know if it does, because I think, you know, Banter deserves a lot of credit. You know, he's taken the time to let us know, and I think that's really fantastic. Not many people will do that, and I think that's very commendable. So thank you ever so much. Now, as I was saying, I was busily typing away, checking out the expenses, and I just want to mention a couple of people. Firstly, the Mexican Souls fan. You went to Cameroon on an all-inclusive safari? Though I did like the player you found. I will admit that. The player you found is fantastic. So I have passed your expenses. So no worries there, lad. Secondly, I'm going to get this name wrong. I've been thinking about this name all day and I don't know if I'm going to get it right. I think it's got a silent letter in it, but I don't know. So I'm going to spell it F-U-X-S-E-R, which to me says Fusser. Because I don't pronounce the X. That could be right, that could be wrong. Regardless, you went to Norway. Fantastic. Did you have a nice time? Let me know if you did. And I see you watched the under-21s, Norway against France. I also saw you done it in the director's box. That was a little bit naughty, but I've passed your expenses. So fair play, you found some nice players. All chuffed. Also, just want to say a big thank you to our media man, Mega FIFA Gamer HD. The guy is a legend. He is an absolute media guru. And speaking of media, the West Ham media team have let us down, guys, and I mean seriously let us down. We still have last season's intros, so we still have Diami, Nolan, Noble, and the Tank, Butland. But what do we want this season? Do we want to still rotate those intros, or do we want to rotate some new intros? If you want a new intro or new intros, please place in the comments below what players you would like to see in the intros, and I will whack something together and we'll get it up this weekend, because we're going to probably have anything between 2 to 3 videos for West Ham. 2 to 3 videos for West Ham. Anyway, that's that all out of the way. Let's get on with episode 2. I do apologise about the start, but hey, that's some important information I feel, and again, all credit goes to Banter118 for that information he found after researching. Fantastic job. As you can see in the background, which you've been watching, I've just been looking at players basically. You guys, over the last, I think it's 7 videos, presented 97 players. You guys as scouts are just unbloody believable. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's absolutely amazing at the same time. And I appreciate all the time and effort you guys put into this series. I really do. I think it's fantastic. I know I don't always buy the players you want me to, guys. I do apologise for that. But at the end of the day, I've got to get them to balance for my style of play. And I like the look at that. And do we go for him? Do we not? Anyway, in this episode, we're not going to buy anybody. Basically, this entire episode was an hour long. All I've done is condense it down to, I think, about 12 minutes. This was recorded Thursday morning between 02:30am and 03:30am. I spent from round about 9pm in my office, typing away on the keyboard, researching players, looking up files, logging into the manager's database. Literally checking out every single player, looking at the stats, looking at all the in-depth, looking at past history, you name it, constructing how much we could buy them for, average prices, the works. And this is the entire video. So I basically put a lot of guys in there who grabbed my attention. I mean, that guy, oh my days, it's finishing, seriously? 88, seriously? He is a little tank. The guy's a tank. His attacking vision is fantastic. He just looks awesome. There is no gameplay in this one. We will get into that in the next video. Don't panic. I didn't really want to go into the pre-season. I just wanted to get lots of information out about the transfers because I feel it's one of the most exciting parts of any career mode is figuring out the budget, looking at players. Who can we put here? Who can we put there? What can we do with this player? It's fantastic. I love it. Especially the amount of feedback I'm getting. It's fantastic. I just can't believe it. And there is a few players. As you know, we must buy more Jaffa cakes. That's one big must we've got to do. I went to the shop this evening and bought some more Jaffa cakes for the lads. So I'm quite happy with that. And I got some more tea bags, so it's all good. So I'm fully prepared for the long haul, as normal. But on a serious note, we need to find 2 strikers. We seriously need to find 2 strikers. We're really short on forward players. We've got Gabs and we have Hall. So that's really not enough. You know, we've got to increase our numbers there. It's imperative we buy strikers. We won't be using Andy Carroll because that is part of the glitch within FIFA. Thank you, EA. We do appreciate it. You are fantastic. We won't be using him. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, go on, give him a... No, we're not using him. It's not part of keeping it real. And that's what we're all about. This is real. This is real. People who think it's not real, no, seriously, it's real. I am the West Ham manager. I really am. I have more passion. No, I'm only joking, Big Sam. So, we need strikers. I also think we need to look at 2 fundamental errors. Errors? No, they're not errors. 2 fundamental areas. Age. Excuse me. Noland is now 31. Actually, this is the highlights of the pre-season. The guys are improving. Some of them aren't. My main concern at this moment in time is Nolan and Collins. Collins is going to be hitting 30 during the season. As you can see, Nolan's 31. He's already dropped in a rating. And that really does concern me. His value's going to plummet. What do we do? Do we keep hold of him? I'm in a quandary because I really like Nolan. Nolan is one of my favourite players. And it's a really hard decision. And the same with Noble. Noble, thankfully, has got plenty of years to go, so we don't have to worry about him. But Nolan does worry me. And I say, Collins is going to be 30 soon. Now, I understand that we need experience within the ranks. I understand that fine. That's not a problem. I understand that we need, quality old heads. That's fine, not a problem. We've got Noble for that. We've got a few lads around 26, 27. So that's going to be fine. And as you can see, we've made a couple of signings there. They're both free transfers. Now, the first one was a give me. At the end of the day, he's like rated 72, I think it is. And he's 17 years old. He's worth 5 million. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't, we'll flog him. Now, Super Tank sent me a text message saying, boss, need to talk to you. I haven't got enough money for a packet of Jaffa cakes. I said, right, wage increase, not a problem. So we're giving him a wage increase. Hopefully he will accept it. I went a little bit over the top. I offered him 7,000 a week, which, to be fair, I think is only right because Butland is just an absolute star. I really believe in the first season he was our star buy. He, really ran close with him and Gabs, but I've got to go Butland because he was absolutely fantastic all season. Hopefully he will grow and only get better. I'm confident he will only get better. Now, I was looking at this guy. Again, I think he could be a key element. You guys let me know. As I say, in this video we're not buying anybody. We make a few offers. We make a few inquiries just to test water. Just to see if we can get in there. If we can utilise our funds. Because as much as we have 13.8 million, 13.8 million isn't really a great deal of money when you talk in terms of purchases. Now, this guy, for example, they wanted £5 million. Well, we can't really pay £5 million for him because Altendor, they want 5.5. Well, that's 10.5. And it would be nice to get perhaps another midfielder, even though we do have 11 midfielders. I know that's a shocking amount of midfielders, but I can loan a couple of those out. Or perhaps we can use some of them in loan deals or sell a couple or something. And at the back, are we going to swap Collins? Do we swap Collins for another centre-back? And if we do, that's going to cost us money because he's only worth a small amount. So, like this guy, Zuma, Kurt, he's 4.4 million. I think the average for him going, price-wise, is about 6 million. Well, if we put in Collins is then going to, I think it works out we need to put in like 4 million. Something like that, 4 or 5 million. And that gets 4 million. 4.2 million. Yeah, makes it 6. Yeah, works perfectly. Same with this guy. We have to put in big money to have a little look. So, at the end of the day, we roughly need about 15, 16, I think 16.7 million on a few sort of rough calculations or rough looks. So we've really got to work hard, guys. You know, we've really got to knuckle down and work out the best players. We looked at Connor Wickham, 4.9 million. Now, 4.9 million, he's 20 years old. Yes, he's got age on his side, but is he worth the investment? Because that is quite a big investment. And if he is worth that investment, who do we use as leverage? You know, do we put someone in there? Do we put in, say, Matty Phillips, who hasn't played that well? Or do we keep faith with Matty Phillips? Or do we swap Redmond, who's come in and hasn't really lived up to it, but he's only been there like 6 months, only half a season? It's really quite a huge conundrum. And the only people I can ask help for is you guys. And as you can see, look, we antagonise Ghent. You know, Ghent realise that we're interested in him, and they go and put the price up by 500,000 just because West Ham United came in. I think that's disgraceful. And then the tabloids annoy me. How do you think the tabloids annoyed me? How do you think they annoyed me? Yeah, exactly. You saw it as well. They put Andy Carroll on there. Do they not realise he's gone back to Liverpool? He's sitting in Liverpool. How embarrassing for him. He's a Liverpool player, and they're talking about him being a fantastic player at West Ham, and they're neglecting to think about Gabbs and Butland and Diami, for Christ's sake. Makes me angry. I really do not enjoy working with the papers. I really do get annoyed. They antagonise me something bloody chronic. So, I've had an offer from Denmark, and I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to... why did I stall? Do you know what? I hate my keyboard. It's ridiculous. Every time I go to... oh, the arrow buttons don't work. Anyway, I'm not taking that job. It's done and dusted. I don't want to do it. And also, a quick one. What is our best starting 11 and the formation? Please post it in the comments. I hope you enjoyed that video, and there's going to be 3 over the weekend. Catch you later, guys.